want it though. Where do I begin? I see the hate, they don't wanna see me win. Bank deposits, I got more coming in. Top down, throw the money in the wind. I don't want it all.
This is Ehren from the Hot Tag Hooligans Wrestling Podcast Show, and after 2 months and some home remodeling, we're back with the 5-minute time limit. Let's start off with the Money in the Bank winners. Nikki Ash, almost a superhero, and Big E. I was very pleased to see Big E win that, even though I did pick Matt Riddle on social media to win that because I would have loved to see the interaction between Randy Orton and Matt Riddle, with Riddle having the briefcase. Big E was the right choice. He's someone that the people can really get behind. And for me, it's simple. Cashing in against Roman Reigns, perhaps The Rock helps that situation, at least to Roman versus The Rock at WrestleMania. And Big E is someone that I thought should have won the Royal Rumble this past year, possibly could have challenged Roman Reigns then. But now having the live fans back, I really feel that some momentum is really going to be garnered for Big E. Now, as far as Nikki Ash goes, I was not a fan of her winning the Money in the Bank contract, and now she's even cashed in already. And she's already going to be booked against Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley at SummerSlam in a triple threat match. I like Nikki Cross, and I really feel like she's a fantastic performer. I like the old character of Nikki Cross a whole lot better, and I would have really liked to see that Nikki Cross get a run with the title. When this past week, when I was watching Charlotte versus Nikki, you could really see the difference in the styles and the way that they're going to be booked. Yes, they're already booking Nikki as a kind of a joke, and she even said herself, well, she's almost a superhero. I need my women's champion to be a superhero type character. I need that strong presence to be there. Now, coming into SummerSlam, we'll see how they continuously build her. She has to start getting some wins. She can't continuously get these fluke wins. She needs to be built strong for everyone to have her back, because some people are stating that she's already being booed at some house shows, which is very, very demeaning. And I hate to see that for her. She does work really hard. She's got to be booked strong the weeks to come as we build towards SummerSlam. War between AEW and WWE is definitely heating up, with rumors this past week that Daniel Bryan and CM Punk are both on their way to AEW. Now, I'm a huge Punk fan. I've been wanting him back for the longest time. If I was him, though, I would have went to WWE. I think that fan base absolutely loves him. I think he could have got his main event at WrestleMania if he would have come back, and that was one of the things he really wanted to achieve. But on the other hand, for AEW, it's a great win. They're going to have people flipping the channel the moment Bryan and Punk show up on their television sets. The ticket prices already are starting to skyrocket for potential debuts of them. So it's a great move for them. I just don't want to get in the habit of AEW always bringing people in from the WWE. And that seems to be what's happening. We've mentioned it times and times before. Now they've got Malachi Black / Aleister Black. They brought in the Big Show, Mark Henry, Andrade, Miro, Ambrose, Jericho, and now Bryan and CM Punk. How about building some more of those stars that you all were supposed to be building? Hangman Page is set to maybe take the title from Kenny Omega. Darby Allin seems to have a great cult following right now. Let's continue to elevate some of those people and not just automatically give those main event spots to some of these WWE people who are coming over. I do like what they're doing overall. You've got to go all in if you're wanting to compete with the WWE, and they're definitely doing that. Here's to perhaps a Kenny Omega versus CM Punk feud. I think that would be very great. Here's to a Daniel Bryan versus Omega feud. Somebody's mentioned the Young Bucks, maybe versus Bryan and Punk. I'm not quite sure I would go that route, but let's don't get in the habit of repeating some matches I've already seen. I don't need Jericho to feud with Punk. I don't need Jericho to feud with Bryan. I don't need Miro to feud with them or Moxley. If you're going to bring them in, they have to feud against Omega, MJF, Darby Allin, Hangman Page, talent of that caliber. Let's let them elevate those guys. And for the WWE, you guys got to get it together really quick. Start building some next stars, which will bring me to my next topic. The last topic, quit burying talent from NXT. Keith Lee is an absolute joke now. Why? Because you booked him into being that. And here came Karrion Kross, the NXT champion, making his debut. You stripped him of Scarlett. You stripped him from his entrance. And you had him lose to 1 minute and 41 seconds to Jeff Hardy. Look, I get it. Jeff Hardy's a popular person. A lot of people like Jeff Hardy. This is Karrion Kross. This is a guy who could be main eventing for you for the next 5 years. The same thing with Keith Lee. What are we doing here? Is it that hard to build new people to make us care? But instead, you're continuously giving me people like Goldberg and wanting me to care and not flip the channel over to AEW. WWE, I'm telling you, you got to get together. And the solution to this is not have Karrion Kross beat Keith Lee. It's another loss for Keith Lee. I'm going to tell people, I'm going to predict it right here. Unless something changes, Keith Lee's going to be gone from the WWE really soon. I'm not quite sure what the whole situation with Keith Lee is. Something's up. Hate to see it. Hate to see talent like him wasted. And if I'm an NXT talent and they ask me to go to the main roster, absolutely not. I'm staying in NXT 100%. Hey guys, it's fantastic to be back after 2 months with the 5-minute time limit, but that's all the time we have for this week. Continuously subscribe, guys. We can't do this without you all. We greatly appreciate all the subscriptions as we continuously climb and all the audio plays as well. We appreciate everyone. Hopefully, we'll see y'all later in the week right here at the Hot Tag Hooligans Wrestling Podcast Show.